Okay, folks, here's another Poverty Hacks video. I have a few minutes here at my workplace, so before I start work, I'm just going to record this. Now, please keep in mind that I don't polish my videos and I only produce just rough draft videos on this channel, so my apologies if I stumble over my words or seem to be missing crucial details. None of my stuff is AI generated. Okay. Consider what am I saying? Consider making blended shakes for some of your meals, maybe half your meals in a day, if you can afford a blender, and if you're somebody who prefers, like, say, protein shakes to full meals. You don't want an all-liquid diet, because I think that can change digestive functions in a way that's not really healthy if you're not careful. But you can have a certain number of meals be shakes and save an immense amount of time just by having sort of thick liquid meals rather than standard cooked or microwaved meals. Once you've learned appropriate safety tips, go out looking for front yards full of weeds or snow and offer a competitive rate to clean those things up. This may not be safe in every place because in some places you may need licenses for this sort of thing. I don't really know. But it's a way to make some extra money if you know how to stay safe. Buy a deck of cards, a cheap deck of cards. You don't have to necessarily buy the bicycle brand. You can buy maybe some other brand. I don't know how cost effective that particular brand is. I just know it's famous. You can play a bunch of games with cards, or you can shuffle a deck of cards and just whip out different cards when you want to do a certain number of a certain kind of body weight exercise. It can keep things fresh and exciting, even if you're doing the same workouts over and over again, like while you're in, the military or elsewhere. Try a mono meal or dual meal diet. If you're the type of person who prefers to eat the same thing over and over again, and to be honest, I'm secretly that way, you would prefer this rather than, say, a diet in which you're constantly consuming a large variety of options and burning some mental energy on the composition of your incoming meals. This one might seem a bit strange, but it works for me and probably plenty of other people who do like a variety of tastes and aromas in their life. So mix together 2 or 3 different teas or coffees cautiously. I don't mean 2 or 3 8-ounce servings of these. I mean just take 2 or 3 tea bags or maybe 2 4-ounce servings of coffee pods or something, and mix them together and see whether or not you like the results of that. Men who are in relationships with women, practice giving your partner back rubs. I'm not going to get totally clear about what that can lead to, but only things of God happen when men do that. I don't know if I mentioned this one already, but create music using free music production software. You can sometimes get a trial period for a version of Fruity Loops or many other softwares that are out there and deservedly reputable. We all know that underground artists defeat mainstream artists when it comes to the amount of raw talent and soul they put into their work, but you don't know whether or not you're one of those hidden talents until you actually really try your hand at making, music or anything else that requires serious inventiveness. Let's see what else. If you do like using AI, and I've used it plenty, not for creation, but for just gauging the impact of some of my creations, you might want to come up with AI-generated visual monuments. Certainly don't pay money for this sort of thing, especially if you're making every penny stretch. But you do want to do this as part of your inspiration for maybe the design of fictional worlds or things that you're working on in complete solitude, I personally think we should stop developing AI at a certain point so that we don't create some kind of malignant superintelligence, but I'm not going to be talking extensively about AI in this video, so yeah, those are just some poverty hacks for now. Thank you for watching and have a good day, and God bless you. And sorry if I was tense or just if my cadences were a bit off here. It's just I am sleep deprived and trying to compensate for my sleep deprivation using a little extra caffeine. So maybe it made me a little jittery. Alright, take care.